Hello, my beautiful air signs. Today we are going to be looking at what is it going to take to get your desired outcome. Getting your desired outcome and what it takes to do that. So we are going to get the situation that we're discussing today from our tea leaf tarot. Okay, so Holy Spirit, please give me a few cards on what the situation is that we're looking at for Gemini to get what they want. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck is recognition, reward for merit. That's beautiful. Basket full of abundance. We have dealings or relations or a relationship with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. We have harp, great happiness. Well, this is sounding pretty lovely to me. Needle and thread, a sincere wish will be granted. Gemini, that's fantastic. And the stork card, news of a birth or a new business opportunity. So perhaps the desired outcome that you want is very likely success, perhaps in a new venture. Obviously, there's extreme happiness that we have a desire for, and who could blame you there? And let's just see what it is that we need to do to assure how we can go about the way that we think and the way that we feel in order to attract our highest and best good outcome. Okay. So Gemini, we have our topic, and everything has been, oh wow, okay. So how you think about the situation is the Nine of Wands. That happened very fast. Wow, there's the Tower at the bottom of the deck. So perhaps the way that you're thinking about the situation right now is that you really have to stay persistent, perseverant. You have to continue to go forward and just nose to the grindstone and continue until it is complete. And, I understand that completely. The Tower on the bottom of that deck is interesting because that could indicate perhaps maybe this isn't the best approach. I don't know. We'll go a little further with it, of course. Okay. So this is how you're thinking about the situation, and that is how you're going about getting your best outcome at this point, or how you think you need to go about it. Okay. So how you should be thinking in order to receive the desired outcome is another thing. So let's take a look at that. How should Gemini be thinking in order to receive their desired outcome? How should Gemini be thinking in order to receive their desired outcome? How should Gemini be thinking, Holy Spirit? Help us with understanding how she, oh, wow, okay, that's the Chariot. That's beautiful. Okay. So how you should be thinking rather than, okay, this is really good. And this is Strength at the bottom of the deck. Isn't this deck fantastic? It's the Murder of the Crows. I fucking love it. Okay, so how you should be thinking, Gemini, in opposition to how you are currently thinking about it. And when we say thinking, we're talking about our mental process. So your mental process currently is like, I gotta just keep going. I'm gonna do whatever it takes, and a very go get them, and but perhaps on a scale of peaceful to burdensome, it's coming across very burdensome in your mind. So the Chariot card, in my opinion, it can be thought of in a multitude of ways, but I believe one of its meanings at its core is that it is a card of alignment. So there is no, as you can see, there's no, the writer here is not using any form of a tool or instrument to push this thing forward, to make the crows that are leading it forward to get it going. He is using his mental focus. Okay, he's using the instrument of his mind. He has to be in clear alignment with that which he has a desired outcome for, since that's the purpose um, of our topic here. So it's about direction, control, and willpower. So that's an alignment in purpose, and really that comes from less doing and more introspection and inner standing of what it is that you want, and aligning your vibration to that which you want. So let's just say if you are interested, if what your desired outcome is actually the beginning of a new business, or to birth a concept, to get a project underway or completed, perhaps release the thought of thinking that it's going to have to be strictly done through hard work, that there's no, that is the way. Maybe that is something that has been ingrained into you, that is the way that things are done, and that is the way one manifests, which in all reality, in my experience anyhow, it's far more, I mean, don't get me wrong, obviously this is also an action card. However, it's more than that, a card of inner alignment. So, perhaps this has been something that was instilled upon you, and just a way, it's a new way of approaching manifestation. Okay. So now, how is it, Gemini, that you feel about the situation? This is how you think. This is how we want to get you to think. How do you feel about the situation? We're going to use our Dreams of Gaia deck for how does Gemini feel about this situation, okay? How does Gemini feel about this situation? Holy Spirit, thank you for giving me an accurate, clear, and concise message for Gemini, and to guide them in getting their desired outcome. How does Gemini feel? Oh, shoot, that's beautiful. Okay, so that is the 9 of Earth. 9 of Earth, that's a beautiful energy. Okay, that's very abundant. That's very resourceful. It's very altruistic. You think of others often even before you think of yourself. However, you are abundantly blessed because of that. It is quite a lovely card. You will, and you do have everything that you need around you, within you, inside of you, to make this happen. Okay. This is the 5 of air, and I just want to see what the 5 of air is really quickly, if you don't mind. I need to get that for you, just so we're clear. I'm sorry, it's the 4 of air. I don't know why I said the 5. Okay, structure, routine, order, patterns, discipline, organization. Order your environment, banish clutter, clean the house, create structure in your day, follow a routine, keep a budget. That's interesting because the Chariot card specifically speaks of discipline. However, disciplined mind, okay? But maybe the work smarter, not harder. This is working harder. This is saying work smarter, okay? It's the same concept with very varied ways of expression. So this is, use all of the discipline in throughout your day to work smarter and not harder. So that's beautiful. But this is the way that you are currently thinking, or excuse me, the way you are currently feeling, which I think is quite lovely all in it, in and of itself. So we're going to use the Akashic Tarot deck to see what it is that you should be feeling in order to achieve your goal. What kind of shift can Gemini make in order to achieve their goal? How should they be feeling? How should Gemini adjust and attune their heart space? Okay, it came in as paths unknown in reverse. Okay, that's actually very good. That's actually very, very good that it came in reverse. In reverse, so in its upright, paths unknown is like, it's basically saying at some point you are going to be offered, or you're going to come to a place where you have a multitude of paths in front of you, and it'll be up to you to make the choice of what it is that you want to do. In the reverse, it's basically saying you know exactly what you want to do, you know exactly the direction that you're going, and your path is being well laid out before you, and you have made the decision to go forward in a direction. Okay, so in contrast to the Nine of Earth in its upright, I don't know that. Hold on, just one moment. So in the Nine of Earth in the upright, it's feeling very, again, like I said, charitable. You give without bias or expectation, very generous, very giving, selfless. Interesting. And then, so perhaps, okay, what I'm thinking about this is that perhaps, and rather than being, don't, please do not change the nature of who you are. If, I'm not saying to change the nature of who you are. However, perhaps rather than being outwardly focused on giving to others, make sure that your own needs are met first, particularly in a situation like this where you are extremely focused on an outcome, having to be determined, disciplined, and getting your thoughts in alignment with the direction that you're going. So this is, this is saying we know the direction. This is saying we're on this. They're both saying we're on the path to the direction. I believe what this is saying in contrast to this is to put yourself first, okay? You have a very specific direction that you're going in, and in order to accomplish that, you're going to have to be a little bit selfish in order to get there, which is fine. There's a time for every season, okay? So now let's do an outcome card. What is the outcome in this situation for if they adopt these slight modifications in thought and in feeling? What is the outcome for our Gemini? What is the outcome in them getting the desired out? What is in them getting their desired outcome? Holy Spirit. Oh, okay, that just came flying out. Maximus. How can you feed others when your own table is empty? So this is just confirming what I just said about this situation. So I'm gonna just have to double down on what I said here. In order for you, you have such a strong altruistic nature that you have to really deeply go in and understand how it is that you can give to yourself in even bigger ways than you customarily give to others. I feel like this is really going to be a challenge for you, Gemini, but I fully believe that you're capable of doing this. And I just want to wish you the best of luck. Thank you. Talk to you next time.